mid-spring here at Koanga. It's just, the energy is just pumping. There's loads of amazing projects happening and the place just looks stunning, and I just would like to share it with you all. So we're out in the front of the Institute House, and in front of us is the Koanga camping ground for our students, and it's part of our Mediterranean forest garden. And I don't want to go into too much detail. I really just want you to enjoy what you can see. It's just real special. We're going to walk on over to the Mediterranean, the other part of the Mediterranean forest garden. Yeah, this is the beginning. This is probably, this is the beginning of an extension to our Mediterranean forest garden, and it's just exuberant at the moment. You can see the guys have been doing lots of chopping and dropping. So this is one of the really exciting projects that's happening here at the moment. Paul's been milling timber. He's got a sawmill and he's been milling timber, and we're using the timber to not only build some of the other projects you'll see, but we're doing a lot of fencing, and around the forest gardens we're fencing so that we can use geese to manage all of the grass and the ground covers. And the geese have turned out to be an incredible advantage and hugely beneficial to the whole ecology. And here the fencing here is a goose fence really, but it's also going to be our new entranceway. So we're putting big ribbonia poles, which is ground durable, local timber, no non-toxic timber, and we're going to make a really beautiful entranceway here. So everywhere we look around here, the views are just beautiful at the moment. This is a quick vista of the urban garden with the chickens and the beds all planted, and the forest garden in the background, and the passive solar cloche. So we're in the temperate forest garden now, and this is one of the blocks that we have no geese in, and Murray's going to let the grass get long and lie down again, and as part of experimenting with different management systems. But the scent in here and the colour is absolutely stunning at the moment. The yellow are the tree medic, and this whole area is scented, strong. It's really powerful. There are roses flowering in here, and the cherries, and it's just a real pleasure to be in here. The willows are growing really strongly from being pollarded and coppiced. All the fruit trees are flowering heavily. All the apples, the peaches have long finished. Whoa. Every corner you turn in the forest garden's a different view, different colours, different shapes, different greens, layers upon layers. It all fits together like a three-dimensional jigsaw puzzle, and the older it gets, the more amazing it feels. So nestled within our wider forest garden, we have an intern area, and we're putting a lot of focus and energy into developing our intern area at the moment. And the interns are getting the gardens humming, and we're extending the gardens, and you'll see when we go around the back, we're extending the accommodation. And let's come and check out the wicking beds. The interns have got a double skin greenhouse which they're using for growing their seedlings, and also we're trying to get maximum food production out of there, and we have already got one wicking bed in there, and the whole inside of all around the walls in there we've now built wicking beds to fill the whole space up really. So this will be a bit against the back wall, tomatoes up to the roof. It's just a great way to get maximum production from a small area, and especially extend the season. So wicking beds are amazing. The guys have built these yesterday. And all around us here is in the process of becoming, it's the intern area, which is going to be focused around a fire circle. We're building an ablution block with a biogas toilet and a rocket stove, showers and laundry, and the interns will all have cabins with little greenhouses on the front. And so next time we film out here, you'll see a lot of progress there. New garden beds going in here. Super exciting area that we're developing. It's going to be all either path or garden or accommodation. Totally surrounded by the bigger forest garden. Everywhere you look, you see forest garden. So we're just walking out now from the intern area back through into the forest garden area, and we'll come through into the one of the seed gardens. We're so excited with the way the alders are performing when we coppice them. That's 1 year's growth, especially for ramia woodchip. And here we have the persimmon seed garden. We've got 4 seed gardens here, and this is called the persimmon seed garden because of the old persimmon tree that overlooks it. And this garden is half in a greenhouse and half in the open. The greenhouse is where we grow our tomatoes. They're all about to go in this week. And our lettuces for seed, because if it rains when they're flowering, you don't get a good seed crop, so we have to grow them under cover. We also grow a few other crops in here like cauliflower, which also you lose the seed if it rains when it's flowering. And on the other side, we have a lot of crops which were planted in the autumn, which need to overwinter so that we get the seed the following summer, which they're all going up now to seed. So we've got ruruho, carrots, some flowers, parsnips, scorzonera, daikon, Henry Harrington's Chinese cabbage, and then a few beds of onions, garlic, Welsh bunching onions. Yeah, so the hills are kind of create a north-facing sun trap. So it really does feel like they hold this space. Big plum trees here, Dan's Early, Whakapirau Gold, both come from the, Dan's Early is a Wilderland, Dan Hansen Wilderland plum, and this is from the Kaipara Harbour at Whakapirau. And this is the compost garden, known as the compost garden, because we make all our compost heaps along here. And we're in the process of turning it over from winter carbon crops to summer crops. There's Swedes for seed, lupins for seed, golden beetroot for seed, broad beans for seed. I think corn's about to go into those beds. We've got cabbages, big block of cabbages over there, and rocket going into seed now. And behind that there's a big potato patch, and behind that's the forest garden. And over to the right, further down there, is the nursery, which is all, looks like new sticks and cuttings at the moment. And behind that, the forest garden and the hills. So it's just looking and feeling full of life, full of insects, full of flowers, full of new growth. There's a little patch here of Egyptian willows, which we've been talking about a lot. They've been coppiced fairly high or pollarded fairly low. It's a patch especially for growing ramia woodchip to mulch, feed the fungi and feed our forest garden. This is a patch of evergreen alders for the same purpose. So we're back in the Mediterranean forest garden here, and the scent, I know you can see the colours and the shapes and the textures, but you can't smell the scent, and I wish you could. So I just really want to inspire you to know that you can do this as well as we can. We're here to support you, and yeah, I really hope, we were sad we had to cancel all our spring workshops. We really wanted a lot of you to come and be in this environment and see and feel and touch. But we're here to support you in whatever way we can, so check out our online workshops. They might be just what you need right now, and know that you too can do this in a really short space of time. This is not very old in here. It's maybe 4 years old since we started started planting all these trees, and already lots of fruit coming out of it. Yeah, it's super satisfying, super good for the soul to be part of creating these kind of environments, ecosystems.